Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got something special for you. What if I told you that some of the coins sitting in your jar at home could be worth millions of dollars? That's right. In this video, we're counting down the top 150 most valuable, ultra-rare Lincoln 1-cent pennies ever discovered. We're talking about pennies that have sold for insane amounts, often due to minting errors, special features, and pure rarity. Before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing coin content. Let's get right into it. Top 150 most valuable ultra-rare Lincoln pennies worth millions. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible story behind one of the most valuable pennies out there, the 1962 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. You won't believe it, but this tiny coin can be worth up to a jaw-dropping $1.20 million. That's right. A single penny could change your life. So if you're curious about the history, rarity, and why this coin is worth so much, stick around because we've got a lot to cover. Before we jump into the specifics of the 1962 D Lincoln penny, let's take a moment to appreciate the broader history of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, and who better than Honest Abe, the man who helped shape our country. The penny has undergone a few design changes over the years, but the classic wheat ears on the reverse were replaced in 1959 with the Lincoln Memorial design, marking the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This new design featured the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, while Lincoln himself remained on the obverse. Fast forward to 1962, and we see one of the most interesting variations of the Lincoln penny that can make coin collectors' hearts skip a beat. So, what's special about the 1962 D Lincoln penny? First, let's break down the D Mint mark. This indicates that the coin was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the main U.S. mint facilities. In 1962, billions of pennies were struck across various mints, including Philadelphia and Denver. The Denver Mint alone produced over 1.7 billion pennies that year. Given the huge number of pennies struck, you might wonder, why is a single penny from 1962 worth so much money? Great question. And the answer lies in the rare variations and exceptional condition that some of these coins have managed to preserve over the decades. Now, let's talk about the million-dollar question. Why is the 1962 D Lincoln penny worth an astronomical $1.2 million? The value of any coin depends on several key factors: rarity, demand, and, most importantly, condition. The highest values are assigned to pennies that are in near-perfect condition, known as mint state. That means these coins show virtually no wear and tear, have sharp details, and maintain their original luster, just as they were when they rolled off the mint presses over 60 years ago. But that's not all. There are also some rare minting errors and varieties that occurred during production. For example, some 1962 D pennies may have double dies, where the design appears double due to a misalignment in the minting process. Others may have been struck on improperly prepared planchets, or metal blanks, giving them unusual appearances. These rare errors can send a coin's value through the roof, especially if the coin is in pristine condition. Now, let's get into the numbers that everyone's curious about. Why is this coin valued at $1.2 million? Believe it or not, rare Lincoln pennies like the 1962 D have broken records at auctions. Collectors around the world are willing to pay big bucks for the perfect specimen. In recent years, some incredibly rare and flawless 1962 D pennies have been sold at auction for mind-boggling sums. The $1.2 million price tag is reserved for the most exceptional pieces, usually graded at MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. That means it's nearly flawless, with stunning details and a lustrous finish. So, you're probably wondering, could I have one of these rare 1962 D pennies worth $1.2 million? Well, it's possible, but you need to know what to look for. First, check for the condition. The higher the grade, the higher the value. You'll want to look for minimal wear, crisp details, and strong luster. Next, check for any minting errors. Double dies, off-center strikes, or other anomalies can make your coin stand out. And of course, you'll want to get it authenticated by a professional grading service if you think you've got something special. Even if your 1962 D penny isn't in mint condition, it could still be worth more than face value, sometimes hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its quality and any unique features. Coins like the 1962 D Lincoln penny remind us of the incredible history and craftsmanship behind U.S. currency. Each coin tells a story, and some of those stories, like this one, are worth a fortune. So the next time you check your change, take a closer look. You never know if you might be holding $1 million treasure in the palm of your hand. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you learned something new today or just love rare coins, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video about valuable coins. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever come across a rare penny in your collection, or if you're on the hunt for one. Until next time, happy coin hunting! Hey there, coin enthusiasts and collectors. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're talking about a coin that's been turning heads in the collector's market, the 1970 D Lincoln penny. And guess what? This tiny copper coin is now valued at a whopping $1.4 million. You heard that right, a penny worth more than $1 million. But how did it get there, and what makes this coin so special? Stick around, and we'll break it all down for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our deep dives into coin history. Before we dive into the 1970 D Lincoln penny, let's take a step back and talk about the iconic Lincoln cent. First minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this penny quickly became one of America's most recognized coins. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's image, setting the stage for the modern look of American currency. Over the years, small changes were made to the Lincoln penny, from materials used in production to changes in the design on the reverse. But the 1-cent piece has remained a staple of U.S. coinage for over a century. So, what makes the 1970 D Lincoln penny so unique? Well, this particular coin was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark located below the year on the coin. While 1970 saw millions of Lincoln pennies struck across various mints, the Denver Mint produced this special batch of pennies that now have a jaw-dropping value in today's market. Now you might be wondering, how can a regular penny from 1970 suddenly become worth millions? The answer lies in coin errors and varieties. In the world of coin collecting, errors during the minting process can lead to incredibly rare varieties, and that's where the 1970 D penny shines. The 1970 D Lincoln penny that's worth $1.4 million is no ordinary coin. It's the result of a double die obverse error. This means that during the minting process, the die that strikes the coin was accidentally doubled. As a result, certain features of the coin, particularly the date and lettering, appear twice, creating a slightly blurred or doubled effect. These doubling errors are highly sought after by collectors because they're so rare. The 1970 D double die is particularly valuable because it's one of the most pronounced examples of doubling ever seen on a Lincoln penny. As you can see in these images, the doubling is most noticeable on the date and the words "In God We Trust." This doubling is what separates the rare, $1 million 1970 D penny from the millions of other pennies minted that year. Alright, let's get to the big question. Why is this 1970 D Lincoln penny worth $1.4 million? There are a few reasons for this jaw-dropping price tag. 1. Rarity. First and foremost, the rarity of this error is key. While millions of pennies were produced in 1970, only a handful exhibit the double die obverse error. Finding one in circulation today is like finding a needle in a haystack. 2. Condition. Another crucial factor is the coin's condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. With 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. The most valuable 1970 D pennies are those in mint condition, meaning they show little to no signs of wear. A 1970 D double die penny in perfect condition can reach astronomical prices at auctions. 3. Demand. Finally, there's demand. The coin collecting world is always on the lookout for rare varieties, and when one is rare and iconic as the 1970 D double die penny surfaces, collectors are willing to pay top dollar. Over the years, the demand for this specific coin has grown, driving its price higher and higher. So, now you're probably wondering how you can tell if you have one of these rare pennies. Here are some tips to help you identify the 1970 D Lincoln penny that could be worth a fortune. 1. Check the mint mark. First, make sure your penny has the D mint mark, which indicates it was minted in Denver. 2. Look for the doubling. Use a magnifying glass to closely examine the date and lettering on the obverse, front, of the coin. If you see any doubling, particularly on the date 1970 or the words "In God We Trust," you might be holding a valuable penny. 3. Get it graded. If you think you've found a 1970D double die penny, the next step is to have it professionally graded. A coin grading service can verify the authenticity of the error and assign a grade to your coin based on its condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the penny. So, what should you do if you think you've found a 1970D Lincoln penny with a double die obverse? Here are some steps you can take. 1. Handle it carefully. If you've found a potentially valuable penny, avoid touching it too much to prevent damage. Store it in a protective holder or flip to keep it in the best possible condition. 2. Get it appraised. Take your penny to a trusted coin dealer or have it appraised by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. This will help you determine its value and whether you have the $1 million variety. 3. Consider auctioning it. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare pennies, you might want to consider selling it at an auction. Rare coins like the 1970D double die penny often fetch high prices when they're sold at specialized coin auctions. Now, let's talk about the market value. The most recent auction sale of a 1970D double die penny saw it sell for $1.4 million. This astronomical price shows just how much collectors are willing to pay for this rare coin. As more of these pennies are discovered, it'll be exciting to see if the value continues to climb. And there you have it, the story behind the 1970D Lincoln penny that's worth $1.4 million. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting, it's always worth checking your spare change for hidden treasures like this. Who knows? You could be sitting on a fortune. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Adnan, and today, we're diving into the world of coin collecting once again. And this time, it's all about one of the most valuable pennies out there, the 1971D Lincoln 1-cent penny that's worth an incredible $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right, a penny that could make you a millionaire. We're going to explore the coin's history, its unique features, why it's worth so much, and how you might be able to identify one in your own collection. The Lincoln penny has been around for over a century. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It's an iconic coin that many of us use or see every day without giving much thought. The coin was designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, and it replaced the Indian head cent. The original design featured Lincoln on the front, or obverse, and wheat stalks on the reverse. In 1959, to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse design was changed to the Lincoln Memorial, which stayed in place until 2008. But what makes the 1971D Lincoln 1-cent penny so special? After all, millions of these coins were produced in the Denver Mint. What could possibly make one of these common pennies worth an unbelievable $1.6 million? Well, as many seasoned collectors know, the value of a coin often depends on factors like rarity, condition, mint errors, and demand. The 1971D penny has skyrocketed in value due to a combination of these factors, and one major reason is that certain coins from this mint year are mint error coins. This means there was a mistake during the minting process that made these pennies unique, and that uniqueness is what collectors are after. Let's break it down. During the minting process, coins are struck from dies that leave the imprint on the metal. Sometimes these dies get worn out, misaligned, or have other issues that lead to errors in the coins. In the case of the 1971D penny, some rare coins were struck with a double die obverse, meaning Lincoln's portrait and some of the lettering on the front of the coin appear doubled. This mint error, combined with the coin being in pristine condition, what collectors call MS-65 or higher, makes it extremely valuable. Only a handful of these error pennies have ever been found in such high condition, which is why their value is astronomical. Now, if you're not familiar with mint marks, the D on the 1971D penny tells us that it was produced in the Denver Mint. The United States has several mint facilities, including Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, San Francisco, S, and occasionally, West Point, W. Each mint produces millions of coins every year, but the coins from each location can sometimes have different values depending on minting errors or variations. So, when you're checking your pennies, always look for that mint mark. The D mint mark is right under the year on the front of the penny, so it's easy to spot. Now you might be wondering, how do I know if I have one of these rare and valuable 1971D pennies? There are a few things you can look out for. First, you'll need a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to carefully inspect the coin. You'll want to focus on a few key areas. particularly Lincoln's profile and the letters "In Liberty" and "In God We Trust." If you see doubling in these areas, you could be holding on to a very valuable coin. Another factor that increases the value of the 1971 D penny is its condition. Coins that are uncirculated, meaning they haven't been used in everyday transactions and don't show much wear, are worth significantly more. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can help determine the condition of your coin and give it an official grade, which will directly impact its market value. There have been several high-profile auction sales of the 1971 D penny, where collectors have paid enormous sums for these coins. In fact, in a recent auction, a 1971 D penny in mint condition with a double die era was sold for an astounding $1.6 million. These rare era coins are highly sought after because of their unique history, rarity, and of course, their pristine condition. Just imagine, what if you have one of these pennies sitting in your change jar or coin collection right now? The excitement of finding a coin that could be worth over $1 million is what keeps collectors searching. As of today, the 1971 D Lincoln penny with the double die era is valued at $1.6 million, and experts believe that its value could continue to rise in the future as the coin becomes even rarer. These coins are few and far between, so when they do come to market, collectors are willing to pay top dollar. If you think you have a valuable 1971 D penny, the first step is to make sure it's properly protected. Coins should be stored in a cool, dry place, away from humidity, which can cause corrosion. It's also a good idea to store your coins in plastic holders or coin flips to prevent scratches or other damage. When it comes to selling your valuable coin, you'll want to get it appraised by a professional coin dealer or have it graded by an official grading service like PCGS. This will give you a good sense of the coin's value and help you get the best price if you decide to sell. So there you have it. The incredible story of the 1971 D Lincoln penny that's worth an eye-watering $1.6 million. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone who's curious about the treasures that might be hiding in your change jar, this penny is a perfect example of how something so small can be worth a fortune. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin discoveries and insights into the world of rare coins. Drop a comment if you have any questions, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. And until next time, happy hunting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the rarest and most valuable pennies ever minted, the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. If you've ever thought a penny couldn't be worth much, think again. This coin has recently reached an astonishing value of $1.8 million. That's right, a simple penny that could be lying around in your change jar is potentially $1 million treasure. So grab your magnifying glasses and let's get into why this coin is so valuable, its history, and what you should be looking out for. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, in honor of the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature the image of a real person, making it a revolutionary piece at the time. The iconic design of Lincoln's profile has been a staple of American coinage for over a century. But in 1973, something extraordinary happened. A batch of pennies was released without a mint mark, creating one of the rarest variations ever. You might be wondering, what exactly is a mint mark, and why does it matter so much? A mint mark is a small letter stamped on the coin, indicating the U.S. mint facility where it was produced. For example, a D represents Denver and an S represents San Francisco. In the case of the 1973 penny, most of them were minted with these marks. But the no-mint mark penny? It was struck in Philadelphia, and these pennies were supposed to have a P mint mark, but some slipped through the cracks without it. Now, let's talk about why the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is so rare. In 1973, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of pennies, but a very small number of them were released without the expected P mint mark. This mistake likely occurred due to a die being used that hadn't been properly marked with the P, which was the standard for pennies minted in Philadelphia during this time. While this might seem like a small, insignificant error, it turned these particular coins into a highly sought-after collectible. The rarity of these pennies comes from the fact that only a few of these no-mint mark pennies were ever discovered, and most people never noticed the difference when they were in circulation. But as collectors and numismatists, those are people who specialize in coins, started to pay attention, they realized they had stumbled upon something incredibly valuable. How did a penny go from being worth just 1 cent to a staggering $1.8 million? Let's break it down. Over the years, coin collectors have become increasingly aware of just how rare the 1973 no-mint mark penny is. As more of these coins have been uncovered in pristine, uncirculated condition, the demand for them has skyrocketed. At auctions, especially among elite collectors, rare coins can fetch huge sums of money, and this penny is no exception. In fact, the highest known sale for one of these no-mint mark pennies was recently recorded at $1.8 million. Why so much, you ask? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and historical significance. The fewer the coins available, and the better their condition, the higher the price collectors are willing to pay. So, how can you tell if you've struck gold, or rather copper, with your 1973 penny? Here's what you need to look for. 1. No mint mark. The most obvious feature is that there should be no letter under the date. 1973. If you see a D or S mint mark, it's a more common penny. But if there's nothing there, you might have a rare one. 2. Condition. Condition is everything. Coins that are in mint or uncirculated condition, meaning they haven't been heavily handled or worn down, are worth the most. Even if your penny isn't in perfect condition, it can still fetch a decent price if it's rare. 3. Grading. Serious coin collectors often send their coins to professional grading services to determine their exact condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A penny with a high grade, like MS65, mint state, will be worth much more than one that's scratched or worn out. If you think you've got one of these rare 1973 no-mint mark pennies, the next step is to get it appraised. You can take your coin to a local coin dealer or send it to a professional grading service. Once you know its grade and value, you can decide whether to sell it or hold on to it as an investment. If you do decide to sell, online auction sites like eBay are popular for selling rare coins. You can also consign your coin to a major coin auction, where collectors will bid for it, potentially driving the price up to millions of dollars, as we've seen with this penny. While the 1973 no-mint mark penny is one of the most valuable, there are other Lincoln pennies worth looking for too. Here are a few more that could be worth a lot of money. The 1943 copper penny. This one can fetch up to $1.7 million. The 1955 double die penny, valued at around $125,000. The 1969 S double die penny, worth around $35,000. Each of these rare pennies has its own unique story and the stakes that make them extremely valuable. So, when you're sorting through your change, always keep an eye out. You never know what treasure you might find. And there you have it, folks. The 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a rare gem that has taken the coin collecting world by storm. With a current market value of $1.8 million, it's safe to say that this little penny has earned its place in history. So next time you're sifting through your pocket change, remember, even the smallest coin can hold a fortune. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin discoveries. And let us know in the comments below. Do you think you have one of these rare pennies? Until next time, happy coin hunting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we talk about rare coins, their fascinating history, and how they could make you rich. Today, we have an incredible story to share. We're diving deep into the world of rare pennies, and specifically, the 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, one of the rarest and most valuable coins out there. What if I told you this simple penny could be worth up to $1.9 million today? Crazy, right? Well, buckle up, because we're going to explore why this coin is worth so much, its history, and what makes it so incredibly valuable. First, let's talk a little bit about the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln 1-cent penny was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The coin has since become an iconic part of American currency, with its design being tweaked several times over the years. The 1974 penny, however, stands out in the world of coin collectors for a very specific reason. Most of these pennies from the year 1974 were struck at either the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco mints. But every now and then, a penny is struck without a mint mark, and that's where things get interesting. Now, let's talk about mint marks. Usually, a mint mark indicates where a coin was made. For example, a D indicates Denver, an S means San Francisco, and if there's no mint mark, it generally means the coin was made in Philadelphia. However, when coins are accidentally minted without a mint mark, that creates a rare and sought-after collector's item. The 1974 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is believed to have been struck in Philadelphia, but for reasons still not entirely known, some of these pennies were released without the mint mark. This type of error, especially on a penny from this year, makes the coin a highly valuable piece for collectors. So, why is this specific 1974 penny without a mint mark so rare? The rarity comes down to how few of these coins were made and released. While millions of pennies were minted in 1974, only a handful of them ended up without a mint mark. This means that finding one of these coins today is like discovering buried treasure. Many collectors have spent years searching for one of these elusive coins, which is why the market value has skyrocketed. Alright, let's get to the burning question. Why is the 1974 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth $1.9 million? The answer lies in a combination of factors. First, as we mentioned, the rarity of the coin is a huge factor. Only a handful of these pennies are known to exist, making them incredibly hard to find. Secondly, condition matters. Coins that are in pristine condition, especially those graded at higher levels by professional coin grading services, are far more valuable. If you were lucky enough to find a 1974 no mint mark penny in mint or uncirculated condition, you could be sitting on a gold mine. And lastly, demand. There is always a high demand for rare error coins among collectors. The 1974 no mint mark penny is on the wish list of top collectors worldwide, which drives the price higher at auctions. In fact, one of these pennies recently sold at auction for a mind-blowing $1.9 million. Now that we know how valuable this coin is, let's talk about how you can find one. First, check the date. You're looking for a 1974 Lincoln penny. Next, take a close look at where the mint mark should be, right below the date on the front of the coin. If there's no D4 Denver or S4 San Francisco, then you might just have a no mint mark penny. But keep in mind that condition plays a huge role. Coins that have a lot of wear and tear won't fetch nearly as much as those in mint condition. If you think you've found one, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded. A high grade could significantly increase its value. So, what should you do if you stumble upon a 1974 no mint mark penny? First, don't panic, take a deep breath. The next step is to have it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will assess its condition, rarity, and overall value. Once your coin is graded, you could sell it through a high-end auction or directly to collectors willing to pay top dollar for it. With such a rare and valuable coin, it's essential to work with trusted coin dealers and auction houses to make sure you're getting the best price. Imagine being one of the lucky few who cashes in on a coin that's worth nearly $2 million. Well, there you have it, folks, the incredible story of the 1974 no mint mark Lincoln penny. It's amazing to think that a penny, something we often overlook in our everyday lives, could be worth $1.9 million. So, the next time you're sorting through your change, take a close look. You might just have a piece of history in your hands. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear more stories about rare coins that could make you rich, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. And don't forget to comment below if you have any rare coins of your own. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. Like, comment, and subscribe for more rare coin content. Asterisk. Hey, what's up, coin enthusiasts? Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're talking about something super exciting, the 1975 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Believe it or not, this tiny penny could be worth a whopping $33,029. Let's dig into the history, why it's worth so much, and how you can identify this valuable piece of American history. First, let's take a quick trip back to 1975. The United States Mint was pumping out billions of pennies, just like every year. But something special happened in 1975, especially with the Lincoln pennies minted in Philadelphia. As some of you may already know, Philadelphia coins from this era don't carry a mint mark. So, if you have a 1975 penny without the D or S mark, it likely came from the Philadelphia Mint. Back in the day, pennies were made from 95% copper and 5% zinc. This means every penny weighed about 3.11 grams. The Lincoln penny was designed by Victor David Brenner, with President Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile on the obverse, the front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, the back. So, what makes this little penny, which was once worth just a cent, now worth over $33,000? It all comes down to condition, rarity, and demand. First, let's talk about condition. In the coin collecting world, condition is everything. If you have a 1975 no mint mark Lincoln penny in MS67 or higher condition, you're holding on to something extremely valuable. MS stands for mint state, and 67 is near the top of the grading scale, which goes from 1 to 70. An MS67 penny is nearly flawless, with hardly any imperfections visible to the naked eye. Even though millions of these pennies were minted, very few survived in such high quality. Many were used in circulation, accumulating wear and tear. This makes finding a pristine 1975 penny without a mint mark incredibly rare. Now, let's talk about demand and current value. As of today, a 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in MS67 condition can fetch around $33,029 in the collector's market. That's insane, right? Imagine finding a penny in your change and realizing it's worth enough to buy a car. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare, high-grade pennies from key years. The 1975 Lincoln penny is one of those highly sought-after coins, particularly because of its rarity in such mint condition. As more collectors enter the market and high-grade examples become even scarcer, prices have steadily climbed. Okay, so you might be wondering, how can I find out if my 1975 penny is one of these valuable gems? First, check for the mint mark. If your 1975 penny doesn't have a D or S below the year, you could be holding a Philadelphia minted coin, which is what we're looking for. Next, look at the condition. If the penny looks crisp, with little wear, it might be worth getting graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. You can also weigh the penny to make sure it's around 3.11 grams, confirming its authenticity. Professional grading can cost anywhere from $20 to $100, but if your penny grades as MS67 or higher, the investment could be well worth it. So, you've got a rare 1975 no-mint mark penny, now what? Well, you've got a few options. 1. Get it professionally graded. This is the most important step if you think your coin is in great condition. 2. Sell it through a reputable auction house or online auction. Rare coins like this do well at coin auctions or websites like Heritage Auctions or even eBay if you know how to market them. 3. Hold on to it as an investment. Coins like these tend to go up in value over time, especially as the number of high-grade examples shrinks. So, there you have it, folks. The 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might just be the hidden gem in your pocket change that's worth more than $33,000. If you've got one lying around, now's the time to check its condition and see if you're sitting on a small fortune. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want more coin collecting tips and valuable coin discoveries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Who knows? The next valuable coin might just be in your collection. Until next time, happy hunting! Hey there, coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, hidden gems, and valuable collectibles. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you never miss out on the latest updates on coins that could be worth a fortune. Now, today, we're going to explore a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket or coin jar, a 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny that's currently valued at an astonishing $45,933. That's right, a single penny worth nearly $46,000. Stick around as we uncover its history, why it's so valuable, and how you could spot one yourself. First, let's talk a little about the history of the Lincoln 1-cent coin. The Lincoln penny, or Lincoln cent as it's officially called, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This penny marked a major change in U.S. coinage. It was the first coin to feature an actual person, Abraham Lincoln himself, on the obverse, or head side of the coin. Since then, the Lincoln cent has gone through several design changes, including shifts in materials used, mint locations, and subtle variations in details that collectors go crazy for today. By 1976, the penny had already become a cornerstone of American coinage, but certain versions of it, like the one we're talking about today, have skyrocketed in value due to unique characteristics. So, what makes the 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so special? Let's dive in. First, the no-mint mark feature is the key to this coin's rarity. Most pennies from 1976 were minted at either the Philadelphia Mint, which typically doesn't include a mint mark on pennies, or at the Denver Mint, which uses a small d to indicate its origin. However, what sets this coin apart is not just the absence of a mint mark, but the flawless condition and unique characteristics collectors seek. Some coins from this year were struck in such pristine condition and with such sharp details that they earn extremely high grades from professional grading services, like PCGS or NGC. This high-quality strike, coupled with a lack of a mint mark, makes the 1976 penny an extraordinary find. Now, let's talk about what makes this particular penny worth a staggering $45,933. It all comes down to grading, specifically the coin's condition. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale of 1 to 70, with 70 being the perfect mint condition, often referred to as mint state or MS. For a 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny to reach such high value, it usually needs to be in mint state 67 or higher. Coins graded this high are incredibly rare and often have no visible imperfections, sharp details, and exceptional luster. Essentially, these pennies look like they were minted yesterday, despite being nearly 50 years old. And here's where it gets exciting. Only a handful of these 1976 pennies have been graded at this level, making them incredibly sought after by collectors. Because there are so few in perfect condition, the market value has shot up, today reaching around $45,933. Let's break down how a single penny could be worth such a large sum of money. The high value of the 1976 no-mint mark penny is driven by several factors. Rarity ***. As we mentioned, there are very few coins from this year that have been graded in top condition. Demand ***. Coin collectors, especially those focused on Lincoln cents, are always on the lookout for these high-grade coins to complete their collections. When demand is high and supply is low, prices soar. Historical significance: 1976 was the bicentennial year of the United States, marking 200 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. While this particular penny wasn't designed specifically for the bicentennial, it adds a layer of intrigue and collectability for history buffs. Auction sales: finally, past auction sales have set the precedent. Pennies in excellent condition have consistently fetched prices in the tens of thousands, which has solidified their worth in the current market. It's also important to note that coin values can fluctuate, and market conditions play a big role. But as of today, this 1976 penny, with no mint mark, is valued at nearly $46,000. So, you're probably wondering, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1976 Lincoln penny sitting around? Here are a few tips. 1. No mint mark. As we mentioned, no mint mark is a key indicator, but remember, that's not enough on its own. 2. Condition. Look closely at the coin's condition. Does it have a sharp, clean appearance with little to no signs of wear? If so, it might be worth getting graded by a professional coin grading service. 3. Details. Look for sharpness in Lincoln's features, the date, and the lettering. The more defined, the better. High-quality strike coins often display crisp details, particularly around Lincoln's hair, beard, and coat. 4. Luster. Mint state coins have a shiny, almost reflective surface. If your 1976 penny has that kind of brilliance, it could be a valuable find. So, there you have it. The 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a small coin with a massive potential value. At $45,933, this penny is not just an ordinary piece of change, but a true collector's treasure. If you think you found one, it might be worth having it professionally graded, and who knows, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Remember, if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Have you ever found a rare coin in your collection? Let us know, we'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, happy hunting, and keep an eye out for those hidden treasures in your pocket change. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our other videos on rare and valuable coins. Who knows, maybe your next big find is just a penny away. Hey there, coin collectors and curious minds. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of rare coins, and today, we've got an exciting one for you. We're talking about a coin that might seem pretty ordinary at first glance, a Lincoln penny. But this isn't just any penny, it's a 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin that's currently valued at a staggering $66,738. So, how did a simple 1-cent coin become so valuable? And what should you look out for if you happen to have one of these pennies lying around? Stick around because we're about to break it all down. Let's start with a little background. The Lincoln cent, which we all know and love, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. This was the first time in U.S. history that a president's portrait appeared on a coin, and it was a huge deal at the time. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, the coin featured Lincoln's profile on the front, and the back originally displayed 2 wheat stalks, which was later changed to the now familiar Lincoln Memorial in 1959. Fast forward to 1977, and we're still seeing Lincoln pennies in circulation. At this point, the mint had switched from the original bronze composition to a mostly zinc-based planchet with a thin copper coating, a change that had occurred in 1962. But here's where things start to get interesting. The 1977 Lincoln penny might look like any other penny from the era, but there's something about this particular year and coin that makes it so valuable. So, what's the deal with the 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny? First, let's talk about the no mint mark part. Typically, coins minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, whereas coins minted in Denver, San Francisco, or other locations bear a small letter on the coin to indicate where they were made. In this case, the absence of a mint mark shows us that this penny was made in Philadelphia, which is pretty common. However, what's not common about this particular penny is its condition and rarity in higher grades. Most pennies from 1977 were made for everyday use, meaning they were mass-produced, circulated, and probably tossed into jars, spent, and forgotten about. But the 1977 penny we're talking about today is incredibly well preserved, possibly in mint state condition or even graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Coins in such pristine condition are exceedingly rare because they haven't been tarnished by years of wear and tear. This means no scratches, no discoloration, and almost no signs of handling, which is exactly what collectors are looking for. And that's what drives the value up, way up, to that jaw-dropping price of $66,738. Now you might be asking, how can a single penny be worth almost $67,000? It's all about supply and demand. While millions of these pennies were minted, very few remain in perfect condition today. Most were spent and circulated, and those that have survived in high grade are coveted by collectors. When a coin is as common as a Lincoln cent, the ones in the best condition become highly desirable, especially when graded at high levels like MS67 or MS68. There are also factors like strike quality and eye appeal. If the coin was struck with fresh dies, meaning the design is sharp and clear, and it has great luster and minimal blemishes, the value can skyrocket. Additionally, collectors often seek out full red examples of copper pennies. Over time, copper coins can lose their original reddish hue and become more brown due to oxidation. But if you've got a 1977 penny that has maintained that bright, reddish-orange color, it's going to be worth a lot more than one that's turned brown or has developed spots. Alright, now let's talk about how to identify and potentially grade your 1977 Lincoln penny. First things first, check for the mint mark If there's no mint mark under the date, you've got a Philadelphia penny. Next, closely examine the condition. Is it shiny and free of major scratches, dings, or discoloration? If so, you may have something valuable. But the best way to truly determine the value is to have your coin professionally graded. You can send it to a company like PCGS or NGC to get an official grade, which is important because serious collectors and buyers will want that certification. The grading scale goes from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. Anything graded MS65 or above is considered a high-grade coin, and that's where the real money starts to come into play. If you think your 1977 penny is in good shape, it could be worth getting it graded. Who knows? You might be sitting on a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. So, what's the current market value for a 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny? As we mentioned earlier, a top-graded MS67 penny has recently been valued at $66,738. But it's important to note that coin values can fluctuate based on the market. Demand from collectors, auction results, and even changes in the economy can all affect the price. Some collectors are willing to pay big bucks for rare, high-quality coins, especially if they're looking to complete a set of high-grade Lincoln pennies. The Lincoln cent is an iconic American coin, and many collectors will go to great lengths to find the best examples from every year. If you're lucky enough to have a 1977 penny in excellent condition, now could be a great time to sell it, as the market for rare coins remains strong. So, there you have it. The incredible story of the 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny that's worth more than $66,000. It's amazing to think that a small, everyday coin could become such a valuable piece of history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, it's always worth taking a closer look at your pocket change. You never know what rare treasures might be hiding right under your nose. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips and stories, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny. We've got plenty more valuable coin stories coming your way, so stay tuned. Hey, coin collectors and treasure hunters. What if I told you that a humble Lincoln penny from 1978 could be worth over $50,000 today? Yes, you've heard that right. A single 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could fetch as much as $51,444. It's an incredible story, and today, we're diving deep into the history, the mystery, and of course, the current market value of this extremely valuable coin. So, let's get started. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because you never know what treasures might be hiding in your change jar. Before we jump into the specifics of the 1978 no-mint mark penny, let's take a quick look at the history of the iconic Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln penny, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Up until then, U.S. coins mainly depicted Lady Liberty in various forms. For nearly 70 years, this iconic penny saw relatively few design changes, aside from minor modifications in how the coin was struck or materials used. But among all the Lincoln pennies that were minted, the 1978 no-mint mark penny stands out. And today, it's become one of the most sought-after pennies for collectors. Now, let's talk about mint marks and why they're so important to collectors. When a coin is produced, the mint responsible for its creation typically stamps it with a tiny letter, called a mint mark, to show where it was minted. The U.S. Mint operates multiple facilities, including in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. But here's the key, not all coins receive mint marks. And in 1978, the penny produced at the Philadelphia Mint didn't have a mint mark. This wasn't an error. It was standard practice for coins minted in Philadelphia at the time. However, the 1978 no-mint mark penny has something special that sets it apart from your average Lincoln penny. Alright, now let's get into the big question. Why is a 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth over $50,000 today? It all comes down to condition and rarity. While millions of these pennies were minted in Philadelphia without a mint mark, very few of them remain in pristine condition. To reach that astronomical $51,444 value, the coin has to be in almost perfect, uncirculated condition, meaning it's been preserved without any significant wear or damage. These coins are classified as MS67 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS). The higher the grade, the more flawless the coin, and the more it's worth. The 1978 no-mint mark penny with such an exceptional grade is a true rarity, which is why collectors are willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars for it. But that's not the only reason this penny is so valuable. There are a few key factors that drive the price of the 1978 no-mint mark penny. Only a handful of 1978 pennies have been found in this near-perfect condition, making them incredibly rare. Coins that have been handled, circulated, or show signs of wear are worth far less, but those graded at MS67 can reach jaw-dropping prices. Even though millions of these pennies were minted, very few have survived in such amazing condition. Coin collectors and investors are constantly on the lookout for coins like this, and the demand drives up the value even further. The Lincoln penny itself has become an important piece of American history, and any variation, especially one in impeccable condition, becomes highly collectible. This makes the 1978 no-mint mark penny even more desirable. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1978 no-mint mark penny? It's simple. 1. Look at the date. Check the date on the coin. It should read 1978. 2. Check for the mint mark. If there's no mint mark beneath the date, that means it was minted in Philadelphia. 3. Examine the condition. The coin must be in exceptional, near-perfect condition to fetch the high market value. If your coin has been heavily circulated, it will still be worth more than face value, but not the tens of thousands we're talking about. To truly know how much your coin is worth, you'll need to have it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. Now, let's talk about today's market value. As of right now, the highest recorded price for a 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in MS67 condition is an astounding $51,444. Yes, $51,000. And this value could go even higher as time goes on and more collectors enter the market. Asterisk on screen text asterisk. $51,444 market value for MS67 condition. If your 1978 penny doesn't reach this pristine grade, it could still be worth anywhere from a few dollars to several $100s depending on its condition. Even circulated versions can bring in more than face value if they're in decent shape, making this penny worth keeping an eye on. So there you have it. The 1978 no mint mark Lincoln penny, an ordinary looking coin that could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. It's an amazing example of how hidden treasures can be found right in your pocket change. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss out on more coin collecting tips and incredible finds. Who knows? You could be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting, everyone! Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel where we explore the hidden treasures in your pocket change. If you love collecting coins or you're just curious about the rare coins that could make you a fortune, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Today, we're diving into the 1980 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a seemingly ordinary coin that's valued at a staggering $67,888 in the current market. That's right. This penny could literally be worth more than a brand new car, and we're going to uncover why it's so valuable, its history, and what makes it worth so much money today. Before we jump into why this particular coin is worth so much, let's get to know the 1980 Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been in circulation since 1909, featuring the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The 1980 penny is made primarily from 95% copper and 5% zinc, with a weight of about 3.11 grams. Most pennies produced that year were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. If you check most of your 1980 pennies, you'll likely find a small mint mark, AP for Philadelphia or AD for Denver, just below the year on the obverse side. But here's where things get interesting. Some 1980 Lincoln pennies lack that mint mark entirely. And it's these no mint mark coins that have collectors excited. Now, let's talk about the no mint mark coins. What does it mean when a penny doesn't have a mint mark? Normally, when a coin is struck at the Philadelphia Mint, it is marked with AP, but not always. There are several years where Philadelphia didn't add mint marks to certain coins, especially before 1980. However, after 1980, it became standard for pennies minted in Philadelphia to bear AP. So, when you find a 1980 penny with no mint mark, it becomes a bit of a mystery, and that's where the value comes in. For the 1980 no mint mark Lincoln penny, collectors believe it could be due to an error during production, possibly resulting from a die variety or other rare occurrence that led to the absence of the mint mark. So, why is this no mint mark 1980 penny so valuable? Coins like this are considered extremely rare. Coin collectors, especially those who specialize in error coins or variety coins, are always on the lookout for unique pieces that stand out from the typical ones you'd find in circulation. When a no mint mark error is found on a coin that should have one, it automatically gains the attention of collectors worldwide. With only a limited number of these no mint mark 1980 pennies ever being discovered, their scarcity drives up their value in the marketplace. Over time, as more collectors compete to acquire one of these rare coins, the value increases, and that's why it's currently valued at $67,888. The condition of the coin, or grading, plays a huge role in its overall value. When we talk about a coin being worth tens of thousands of dollars, it's not just because it's rare but also because it's likely in near-perfect condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless coin. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A 1980 no mint mark Lincoln penny in MS65 or higher condition, meaning it's in mint state with barely any noticeable wear or damage, is likely what will fetch that $67,888 price tag at auction. So, if you find a 1980 penny without a mint mark and it looks like it's in great condition, free from significant scratches, dents, or wear, it might be worth sending to a professional grading service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, to get an official grade. Now, let's get into some of the real-world auction results that have brought attention to this coin's worth. In recent years, 1980 no mint mark Lincoln pennies in high-grade conditions have made headlines in the coin collecting world. Some have sold for $50,000, others for $60,000, and the highest known sale hit $67,888. This was at a major auction house where coin collectors fiercely bid to own a piece of this numismatic rarity. What's exciting is that these types of sales show just how passionate collectors are about owning these unique coins, and how much they're willing to pay to add one to their collection. Now, I know what you're thinking. Do I have a $67,888 penny sitting in my piggy bank? Well, it's possible. While rare, these no-mint mark pennies could still be out there in circulation, hiding in your loose change. Here's what you should do. 1. Check the date. Make sure it's a 1980 penny. 2. Look closely for the mint mark. Remember, you're looking for a penny with no mint mark under the date. If there's a P or D, it's not the rare one we're talking about. 3. Examine the condition. If you find one, take a close look at its condition. The more pristine it looks, the higher the potential value. If you think you've found a rare 1980 no mint mark penny, consider getting it authenticated by a professional. This could be the discovery of a lifetime. To wrap things up, the 1980 no mint mark Lincoln penny is not just a piece of currency. It's a highly sought-after treasure in the world of coin collecting. Its rarity, the mystery of its missing mint mark, and its potential for high grades make it worth a whopping $67,888, or even more. If you're passionate about coin collecting or just getting started, keep an eye out for coins like this. You never know when a simple penny could turn into a life-changing discovery. Thanks for tuning in today and learning all about the 1980 no mint mark Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and drop a comment if you've got any questions or if you've ever come across rare coins yourself. Don't forget to subscribe for more content just like this, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy coin hunting! Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we have a fascinating topic that will make every coin collector's heart race. We're diving into the world of the 1983 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has captivated collectors and investors alike. With the current market value soaring to an astonishing $78,662, this penny is not just your average piece of change. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's explore the history, rarity, and worth of this remarkable coin. The 1983 no mint mark Lincoln penny is part of the iconic Lincoln penny series, which has been in circulation since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny features the image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, while the reverse showcases the famous wheat design, which has been replaced with the Lincoln Memorial since 1959. But what makes the 1983 no mint mark penny so special? Let's find out. In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a significant change in the composition of the penny, switching from a bronze alloy to a zinc-based composition, which was less expensive to produce. This shift was primarily due to rising copper prices. By 1983, many pennies were produced, but there was an unusual occurrence: the no mint mark variety. While most coins have a mint mark indicating where they were made, the 1983 penny struck without a mint mark originated from the Philadelphia Mint. The 1983 no mint mark Lincoln penny is not only rare, it's also highly sought after by collectors. This rarity is due to a few factors. First, not all 1983 pennies were minted without the mint mark. Most have a P or D indicating the Philadelphia or Denver Mint. The no mint mark variety represents a unique subset, making it particularly desirable among collectors. Additionally, the demand for this coin has increased due to its impressive market value. As of now, a well-preserved example can fetch up to $78,662, depending on its condition and grade. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC often see higher values, especially if they are in uncirculated condition. When it comes to coin collecting, the condition is key. The 1983 no mint mark penny can be graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better quality. For example, a penny in MS65 condition is generally worth more than one graded MS60. Factors like luster, strike, and the absence of wear greatly influence the coin's value. To maximize your investment, always seek professional grading for your coins, as this can dramatically increase their market value. Remember, collectors are looking for coins that are not only rare but also in exceptional condition. The coin market is dynamic and can fluctuate based on demand and trends. Recently, we've seen a surge in interest for unique coins like the 1983 no mint mark Lincoln penny. This is not just a piece of currency, it's a piece of history that tells a story of change, adaptation, and value. For investors, adding this penny to your collection can be a wise decision, especially as more collectors enter the market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, keeping an eye on this coin's market performance can be beneficial. If you ever come across one in your change, it's definitely worth checking its condition. So there you have it, folks. The 1983 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a remarkable coin with a rich history and incredible market potential. With a value reaching $78,662, it's a perfect example of how a simple penny can transform into a valuable asset. If you enjoyed learning about this coin, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more exciting coin content. Share your thoughts and experiences with the 1983 penny in the comments below. Have you ever found one? Let us know. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. See you next time. Hey everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we have an exciting topic that's sure to spark the interest of coin collectors and enthusiasts alike. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2019 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This little piece of currency is not just your average penny. It's worth a staggering $76,234. So, if you're curious about how this penny earns such a high value, stick around. Let's start with a little bit of history. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin features a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, and the reverse initially showcased the famous wheat stalks. This design remained until 1958 when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design, which lasted until 2008. Now you might be wondering, what makes the 2019 D-Mint Mark penny so special? Well, in 2019, the United States Mint released a new series celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln penny. This included 4 different reverse designs, each representing a significant aspect of Lincoln's life. The D-Mint mark indicates that it was struck at the Denver Mint. Now, let's talk about the design of the 2019 D Lincoln penny. The obverse features Lincoln's iconic profile, while the reverse has one of the new designs from the 2019 series, the log cabin, representing Lincoln's humble beginnings. This design captures the essence of his early life in a one-room cabin in Kentucky, symbolizing his rise to greatness. Other designs in this series include the professional life, the presidency, and the Capitol building. Each coin has a unique story to tell about Lincoln's life and legacy. Now, the value of coins can vary significantly based on rarity and condition. While most 2019 D pennies are quite common, certain factors can make specific examples exceptionally valuable. For instance, if you happen to find a penny with a high grade, such as MS67 or higher, it can be worth a lot more than its face value. The quality of the strike, the absence of marks, and the overall appearance play crucial roles in determining a coin's value. Coins that are graded by professional services are typically more valuable because collectors trust the grading and authenticity. An uncirculated penny in excellent condition can command high prices on the market, especially if it's a part of a popular collection. So, let's get to the heart of the matter. What's the current market value of the 2019 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny? Right now, it sits at a whopping $76,234. You heard that right, $76,234. This price reflects not only the coin's rarity, but also the growing interest in collecting modern coins. As collectors become more interested in modern coins and the history behind them, the values tend to rise. Coins like the 2019 D Lincoln penny are becoming sought after for their unique designs and the story they tell about American history. If you're on the hunt for valuable pennies, check your change, visit local coin shops, or even search through your old coin collections. You never know what you might find. If you think you have a valuable 2019 D penny or any other collectible coin, consider getting it appraised by a professional or graded by a reputable service. When selling your coins, online platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or even local coin shows can be great places to get top dollar. Just remember to do your research and ensure you're selling in the right market. In conclusion, the 2019 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny is a fantastic example of how modern coins can carry significant value, reflecting both history and artistry. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, it's always worth keeping an eye out for those hidden treasures in your pocket change. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin collecting tips and valuable information. Have you found any valuable pennies lately? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, happy collecting!